Hello, welcome back to the microbit education. Now we are going to have a lesson about how to deal with the music and the function. Like what happened before, when we go to the microbit website, we are going to click Let's Code and Let's Code. And from the interface that we have learned how to use the basic function like showing number, like showing different figure with the LED, like how to use the forever loop, and so on. Now today we will focus on how to build the music and how to add function in a program. Let's see. Let's start something simple. Let's try to set up a program which is by pressing different button, we can have different song being played in the microbit. Let's try it. This is taken from the input section and press the right button of the mouse and press duplicate and duplicate, and then we can choose different input option. Press A button, B button, or A and B button together. We have learned some basic logic before we come here, and we are going to use those functions later on in today's lesson. Now, let's go music. Now for music, that could be different kinds of output that you can select. You may ask the microbit board to play a tone with a assigned bit. For example, if I play middle C, actually I know not much about music. Maybe some of you know better than me. So let's try what happened when I press A. So that will be sun here. How about I make the bits longer? What happened? What will happen? Then the time will be the time of the tone being played will become longer. So let's see. What about this? What will happen when the ringtone play middle C? Change it to low A, and then wow, you could see that if you don't assign a designated time or bit, the tone will play forever. So we better don't use that. Erase that. And also, that will be some pre-mixed music inside. So let's see what happens when we press B. You can see that now there's some pre-pinned tone or pre-pinned song be input in the system. So you may use them. Music play or melody note display. Um, you may try to melody play start. That is the kind of background music when your microbit is working on something. You may put some function inside. It's like a kind of controller by music when the music on, and at the same time you will have the some kinds of action that you would do when music is played. Let's check it. So you see the effect. While the music start to play, they will keep doing this. Okay, so let's try more. Okay, now what we're going to do is that um, please try to make a program that when different button is being pressed, there will be different music being played. Okay, let's try to do it together. You may change by yourself, and you may equip your uh, microbit board with different music. If you are very good at music, you may try to make your own song by pressing different music tones together. Okay, now this is the simplest way, most simple way we can do the music by pressing three different buttons. Now what next? Now when we are trying to make some program that may be very long, maybe you ask the computer to do thousands of things. And what if I wanted the computer to do it repeatedly? Should I copy that and place it again and again? Are you sure you want to do it? No. So what can we do? Now, for example, if I want people who press A to do this sort of things, okay? And I want it to be repeated maybe 2 times or 3 times, or I want this procedure be repeated in other aspect. So what could I do? So we use a function we call functions. What can it make? Let's make a function. For example, song 1 and press OK. So function means when after you create a function, let's see what happens when you click inside the functions again. That is a new block we call function. Let's see what happens. Okay, and we put all this stuff under song A and pull away this two, and let's see what happens when we press A. You can see that when you press A, they will do exactly the same what I put in song A. So why we do it? We have to do it. The result are the same. Even I put it in here. Okay, let's do another things, and you can see why we have to do it. Let's press call function song1 in B and see what happens. And you can see that they after I put the block call function song1 under here, after the microbit block play the song, they will do the function here or the procedure here. So function is for people to record some procedure, and we would like to repeat it again and again, maybe more than one time in the main program. And most of the programmer, they will not write or place the basic procedure in the main program. We call this main program, which is directly linkage to the input or output. Normally, they will keep it into some function or subprogram. Now, that's the end of the first session, and I would like to invite all of you to write a program when people press A, there will be different music and different graphic. When people press B, there will be different music and different graphic. And when people press A and B together, there will be different combination. Thanks for watching.